Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Decode. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we are gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, so in this video guys, we are gonna talk a very famous directives in Vue.js. Okay, like vshow, vmodel, vif, velsif, velse, and von. Okay, as well as methods and events also in this video. Okay, so this video is very interesting guys to watch and to learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, so it's a humble request guys, just be here and watch the entire video, then only you will be able to learn something new, something different in Vue.js. Okay, in this video. So guys, let's get started and let's learn what is very famous directives in Vue.js like vshow, vmodel, vif, velsif, velse, and von, as well as methods and events. Okay, but before starting of the video guys, I would like to request you all, please guys, subscribe to this channel Decode, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video you will be notified and you can watch them instantly. Okay, and if you like this video guys, give it a thumbs up, and please guys like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, so now guys, let's get started and let's learn some of the very famous directives in Vue.js like vshow, vmodel, vif, velsif, velse, and von, as well as methods and events also. So now let me go to the code editor. So create a new page, give it name as a v directive. Okay, v directives .html. So save the page now. HTML code with er Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so now let me copy some of the CDN link for bootstrap file, and let me just copy only bootstrap file from here and paste it here. Let me copy the CDN link also for Vue.js. Okay, so now paste it here. So now let me just create a div, give it a class as container. First close this div now, and give also margin top 5 and margin bottom also 5. Okay, so now we are gonna create Vue.js instance. Okay, so script const app equal to Vue.create app. Okay, so now we will create data function. Data function, and it will return. Okay, now we have to mount this div. Okay, so now app dot mount. Okay, so give id of app. Okay, so now we will copy this id and we will paste it here, id equal to app. So now guys, now this entire div is mounted with this instance of Vue.js. Okay, so now always remember guys, now this entire div is mounted with this instance of Vue.js. Okay, now we are able to write anything inside this div, and Vue will compile it, Vue will render it according to the conditions, according to the logic or algorithms. Okay, so to check guys what we do, we generally do some simple calculation. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, ideally we should get 12. So now copy the file path, go here and paste it here. So now we are getting 12, which means our view.js is working and our this div is also mounted with this instance of div. Okay, so now just remove this, we don't require this. Okay, so now we will create something awesome. Okay, so first of all let me just give title here. As you all know, give title learn coding with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so now let me just create another div. Inside this div, give it a class as text center. Close this div now, and inside this div I am gonna create h1 element. Close this h1 element, give class also as text center and text info. Okay, and between this h1 element guys I am gonna give double curly braces, and I am gonna copy this variable name title and I am gonna paste it here. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Now we are getting learn coding with ER Prabhat Pandit. So now we are gonna create input tag. Okay, this will be really basics of view.js guys. Okay, so in this video we are gonna talk about view.js directives. Okay, v on, v model, v if, v else if, v else, and events and methods also. Okay, so just be here guys and watch the entire video, then only you will be able to learn something, then only you will be able to understand something in view.js if you wanna become master in view.js. Okay, so now I'm gonna create input field, give type as text. I'm gonna give class as form control, and I'm gonna give v model as value. Okay, so as you all know guys, v model is used in two-way data binding. Always remember guys, v model is used in two-way data binding, and it is only used in input field, text area and select box. Okay, always remember guys, v model is used for two-way data binding, and v model is only used in input field, input box, or text area or select box. Okay, otherwise it won't be work on div or span tag. Okay, it will only work in input field, text area or select box. Okay, so always remember, and v model is used for two-way data binding only. Okay, so now I am gonna copy this v model properties, paste it here and give as hello view.js 3. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See guys, we are getting here hello view.js 3 because this input field is bind with this value, and this value is bound with this input field, okay, of this view.js instance. Okay, which means this input field is working two-way data binding using v model. Okay, so now we can copy this and we can put here double curly braces, and we can put the value of v model here, that means value. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now type something. See, we are getting guys whatever we are typing in the input box, we are also getting below. Okay, so this way v model is working in two-way data binding. Okay, see, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, see, it is working in two-way data binding guys. Okay, just refresh the page now. So now we are gonna learn something new. Now we are gonna learn what is VShow. Okay, VShow is also a very famous directive, guys, but we generally use VShow in a specific scenario, in a specific, like ways. Okay, so we can only use V model, VShow, guys. We can only use VShow if we wanted to do something like toggling. Okay, we can use only VShow to toggle something. Okay, because as I already told you, VShow uh, is being used in only a specific scenario, in a specific ways only. Okay, to toggle something we use VShow only. Okay, so now I'm gonna create another HR here, and I'm gonna create a div. I'm gonna create a div, give it a class, close this div, give class as box. Okay, so and we will give VShow as visible. Okay, and now we will define this visible in our view.js instance. Okay, so as of now give false. Okay, so now first of all we will create this box inside our CSS. So create a style, and let me just do one thing, guys. To save time, let me just copy this box 1, box 2, box 3 and box 4 from the previous example only. Okay, I will explain you what it is all about. It is nothing, guys. See here, the box class is box, and the width is 200, height is 300, border radius is 10 pixel, background is blue, margin is 0 auto, box shadow is this, display is flex, justify content is center, align items is center, align content is center, font size is 60px, and color is white. Okay, so let me just put okay, as of now let it be. And okay, and likewise, guys, box 2 only background color is changed magenta, and in box 3 background color is changed to black, and in box 4 background color is changed to red. Okay, so all the things are same, guys. In all the classes all the things are same, except background color is changed magenta, background color is changed to black, background color is changed to red, and background color is changed to blue. Okay, rest all the things are same. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. As of now VShow is false, so let me just give it true. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, see now VShow is a true, that's why we are able to see this box. Okay, so let me just show you guys one thing. Okay, so as of now you won't be able to see anything like class. Okay, but whenever I will give visible to false, it will be hidden by CSS property display none, but it will be there in the DOM. Okay, guys, so what I said, guys, let me just repeat it again. Whenever I will give this visible to false, this div or this box will be hidden by the CSS property display none, but it will be, the box will be in the DOM. Okay, so let me just put visibility to false. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See now, as you can see here, guys, the style is display is none. Okay, the style display is none, but it is there in the DOM, the box is there. Okay, so only by CSS property display none it is hidden, but it is inside the DOM. Okay, so now let me just as of now give true. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now, guys, we will learn about V if, V else, and V else if. Okay, so now just create another h1 HR. So So now create another div below this HR div, give it a class S. Give it a class as box2 and give v if equal to is visible and give text as 2 and close this div. Okay, so now we have to define this is visible in our instance view.js instance. Okay, so as of now just give it true. Okay, so as of now just give it true. So is visible is true now, so we will be able to see a second box, box2, and the box2 background is magenta. Okay, so we will be able to see two box blue as well as magenta. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we got our second box also, guys. Okay, so we got our second box also, because as of now is visible is true. So let me give it false also. Okay, so now let me just inspect this. See guys, if you are using if directive and if you are giving visibility false, the div, the second div is not inside the DOM now. Okay, it is removed from the DOM. This div class box and the if directive is visible is now not in the DOM. Okay, because it is removed from the DOM. Okay, as soon as I will give visibility false, the content, the div will be removed from the DOM. Okay, so but let me just give it true, refresh the page. Now it is inside the DOM. Now let me just show this, give it a false. Okay, now I am talking about this vshow directive. Okay, now I am talking about this vshow directive. So just refresh the page now. See, as you can see guys, if you are using if, then it will be hidden by the CSS property display none. Okay, but it will be inside the DOM. Okay, it will be inside the DOM and it will be visible by the CSS property display none. Okay, but whenever you are using if directive and if you give false value, then it will be removed from the DOM entirely. Okay, so this is the difference between guys if and vshow. Okay, if you are using vshow, the content will be inside the DOM after giving visibility to false. Okay, and if you are using if, the content will be removed from the DOM if you are giving visibility to false. Okay, so now let me just give true to both. Okay, so now we are able to see both the boxes. Okay, so now we are gonna learn if else and else. So just copy this, paste it here, and I'm gonna turn this if as else and else. So always remember guys, else is not going to take any parameter or any arguments. Okay, so always remember guys, else is not going to take any arguments. Okay, it will be only this, so we have to remove this. Okay, always remember guys, else is not going to take any argument. Okay, but if and else if is going to take one argument. Okay, always remember if and else if. You can chain guys, you can chain multiple else if, okay, but always remember if and else if is going to take arguments. Okay, but else is not going to take any arguments. Okay, so just let me just give it 2 and make this as 3 and make this as 4. Okay, so now we are going to define this also is visible to. So is visible to, as of now, give true. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now we are able to see only one else if. Okay, so let me just give first one false, give first one false. So now we are able to see the third box. Okay, the third box we are able to see. Okay, and let me just change this to box 3 and change this to box 4, the classes. Okay, now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, the box 3 is black. Okay, and box 4 is red. Okay, so now let me just give both the false. So now I have given this visible also false, and is visible to is also false. So as of now we will be able to see v else. Okay, and the text is 4 and the background color will be red only. Okay, the background color of the box will be red because we have given these two as value false and false. Okay, so by default v else will work, and we will be able to see box 4 with the background color as red. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we are able to see now box 4 with the background color red. Okay, because we have given is visibility is false, is visibility to is also false. So by default v else will work. That's why we are able to see box 4 with the background color red. Okay, so now guys we are gonna learn what is events and methods. Okay, so now guys we are gonna learn what is events and methods. Okay, so now we are gonna learn guys what is events and methods. Okay, so first let me just create methods here, and as you all know guys, method is the object of collection of function. Okay, what is the method guys? Method is the collection of functions. Okay, or you can say method is object of function. Always remember guys, methods is object of functions, or you can say collections of functions. Okay, so let me repeat again guys, what is methods? So you can say methods is object of functions, or you can say collections of functions. Okay, so now we are going to learn what is methods and event. So now guys let me just create one button. Let me just create one button guys. Let me just create one button. Okay, below this div give HR. So now let me just create button. So button, close this button now. Okay, so now I'm gonna use class btn and btn success. Okay, so now click me, give the text click me, and there is like one more directive guys known as v on. Okay, v on, and we will give the method name and or the event name. So what is the event guys? I'm gonna listen for the event click. Okay, I'm gonna listen for the event click guys. Okay, so whenever someone is going to click on the button, I'm gonna run. Okay, So I'm gonna make this is visible as equal to true. Okay, so as of now guys, you can see is visible is false. Okay, is visible is false. So whenever anyone is going to click on the button, because we are listening here the event click. Okay, whenever someone is going to click on the button, what should happen? We should what can I say, we should give is visible to true, and then we will be able to see this box 2. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now let me just click on the button. See, we got our box 2, because is visible is box 2, and I have listened for the event click, and I have given is visible to true when someone is going to click on the button by using v on. Okay, v on is again view.js directive guys. Okay, so now just refresh the page, click again on the click me. Okay, so now we are able to see box 2. Okay, and the box 2 background color is guys, as you can see, magenta. Okay, that's why we are able to see here magenta. So now let me tell you guys one more thing. There is a shorthand properties of v on. Okay, there is also shorthand property of v on. What is that? Only just provide at the rate. Okay, and we are listening for the event click, and we are going to run this function. Okay, we are going to run is visible to true. As of now is visible is false, so at the rate is shorthand for v on. Always remember guys, at the rate is the shorthand for v on. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now click on the button, click me. See, it is working still the same way guys, nothing changed. Okay, it is still working in the same way. Okay, so now we are gonna again create one more button. Okay, so now I'm gonna create one more button. So now let me just paste it here, and let me just comment this button. So now at the rate what will happen, I am gonna create this toggle method. Okay, so I'm gonna create this toggle method. Okay, so whenever it will be false, it will be true. When it will be true, it will be false. Okay, so just give the text toggle me. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now click on the button. See, it is toggling guys between box 2 and box 4, because box 4 is by default. Okay, as of now, as soon as this is visible will be false, the box 4 will be displayed. Okay, always remember guys, as soon as this is visible will be false, the box 4 will be displayed. Okay, because v else is default. Okay, so whenever these two will be false, the box 4 or v else will be displayed. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page again. So click on the button toggle me. See, we are toggling between box 2 and box 4, because now the box 2 is true, so box 4 is not visible. Now let me click again on the button. Now box 2 is false, so we are able to see box 4. Okay, because the default is v else, and as of now box 2 is visible to false, so that's why we are able to see box 4. Okay, see guys. So now let me just create a method again. Let me just copy this button and let me just paste it here. Let me just comment this button also, and I am gonna create methods here. Okay, I'm gonna create methods here. So I have already told you guys what is method. You can say method is a collection of function, or you can say method is the object of functions. Okay, so in this method guys, you can create lots of methods, as many as you want. Okay, you can create as many as method or function inside this method object, as many as you want. Okay, so now I'm gonna create our first method named toggle. Okay, and give function. So I'm gonna do what to do guys. I'm gonna just this dot this equal to negative of this. Okay, so what I'm doing here guys, I'm doing here this dot is visible, this refers to this visible guys. Okay, this refers to this visible variable. Okay, is visible variable. So whenever guys you will be talking about this, so always remember guys, whenever you will talking about this, it will refer to this is visible. Okay, it will refer to this is visible whenever we are talking about this. Okay, so now we will copy this function and we will use here, paste it here. So now I have given the @click event. If you are listening for the click event, and the function name is toggle, and we are toggling this this is visible box. Okay, as of now it is false. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button toggle me. See, it is also working fine guys. Now we have created our first method. Okay, we have created our first method. Okay, see, it is working super fine guys. Between the box 4 and box 2, it is being toggled between the box 2 and box 4. Okay, so there is also shorthand for this function guys. Also you can also do shorthand for this function also. So just paste it here, comment this out, and you can also do like this. Okay, you can also do like this only, like this. Okay, so toggle and parenthesis. So save your code, go to the browser, because we are calling it here. Okay, so toggle, this is the shorthand for this function. Okay, so save your code now, click on the button toggle me. See, it is working super fine guys. Okay, it is working super fine. See, so now I'm gonna create one more method here, alert value. Okay, alert value, and I'm gonna alert this dot value. Okay, so I'm talking about this value guys. Okay, this value, and this value is bound with the v model of input box. Okay, this value is bound with the v model of input box. Okay, and we have created our method here, alert value. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this alert function and I'm gonna paste it here in the input box. Okay, so now I'm gonna listen for the enter event. Okay, so @ key up, and the event modifier is enter. Okay, which means we are listening for the enter event. Okay, which is on the keyboard. Okay, whenever user will hit enter, then only this function will run. Okay, so the function name is guys, the function name is what? Alert value. It is defined here. Okay, and it will alert whatever value is inside this input box. Whatever value is inside this input box, or whatever value will be inserted by the user, it will alert by the enter keyword. Okay, whenever user will press enter key on the key, then only this function will run. Okay, so always remember key up is the event, and the dot enter is the event modifier. Okay, so key up is the event, we are listening for the key event, and the event modifier name is enter. Okay, so whenever a user will hit enter, then only this function will run, and whatever is there inside this input box, it will alert, because we have defined here alert value, this dot value. Okay, and this dot value is what? This value. Okay, so always remember, whenever I will talk about this, it will refer to this. Okay, it will refer to this title, this visible, is visible, or is visible too. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so let me just check what is the error. Okay, yeah, so save your code now, refresh the page. Okay, so now hit enter on the keyboard. See, hello view.js3 we are getting here. Put something more, hit enter now. See, hello view.js, and all the text is being alerted. Okay, so now we can also provide, guys, here, what can I say, arguments, or what can I say, arguments or parameters. Okay, so let me just provide some parameter here. Put some kind of greetings. Okay, greeting. So let me just copy this greeting argument, and we can paste it here. Now we have to remove this, so now paste it here, this greeting alert. Now we are not listening anything from this. Okay, now we are not listening anything from this. Okay, so now let me just comment, append something, then only you will be able to understand. This is different, this is different. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. It is getting undefined, guys. Yeah, it is working now. Hit enter. See, greeting, this is different. Okay, so you can put anything here. Greeting from Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page now. Hit enter. See, greeting from Prabhat Pandit, this is different. Okay, now we are not listening to this event. Okay, to this whatever is inside this input box, we are not listening it now. We are listening our custom event. Okay, see, greeting from Prabhat Pandit, this is different. Okay, greeting from Prabhat Pandit, this is different. Okay, this is different, because we are providing parameter here. Okay, so that's why. So as you can see, guys, this is the shorthand for this, and we have learned directives in view.js, like v show, v if, v else if, v else, and v on, shorthand for v on, events and event modifier, and what can I say, methods and event also. Okay, in this video. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, guys, and if you have learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please, guys, like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, guys, so thank you guys for watching this video. Okay, I hope, guys, you have learned something from this video, something new, something different. from this video, guys. If you still have doubts, if you still have confusion in your mind, feel free to ask me in the comment section, guys. I will clear all your doubts, all your queries. Okay, so thank you, guys, and please, guys, subscribe to this channel, Decode, guys. Okay, because trust me, guys, I'm making a lot of hard efforts, a lot of hard work to make videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, as you all know, I've also started tutorial on ServiceNow. So if you want to learn ServiceNow, if you want to become master in ServiceNow, guys, this channel is very good for you. Okay, because I will explain you ServiceNow in from scratch to advanced to expert. Okay, I will explain each and everything, guys, in ServiceNow, each and everything: ITSM, ITOM, CMDB, HSRDB, what is all the modules, all the applications in the ServiceNow, guys. I will explain from scratch to advanced. Okay, so if you want to become ServiceNow developer, guys, just subscribe to this channel, Decode, and please, guys, press the bell icon also. Okay, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist. Okay, and if you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up, like all my videos, so that it will give me the confidence, it will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. Okay, so thank you, guys, for watching this video. I hope you have understood from this video. I hope you have learned something from this video. Till then, take care, guys. Bye bye, guys. See you in the